What up, everybody? It's your boy Asian. We're back here again. Give you another update on, yes, North Carolina Tar Heels basketball and the season that has been. We're a month or so into the season, almost to 2025. So we're in the month of December. We're in the second month of this season. So last time I came to you guys was after the Georgia Tech game, a 3-point win. Game was never close, but Georgia Tech kind of got closer at the end, and Carolina never really put their foot on the gas, what they should have, but it's not a good Georgia Tech team, and like we talked about, the ACC, it's not good. But since then, a big win at home against LaSalle. LaSalle's not that good in the A10, a bottom 10 feeder team, and they completely destroyed them. K. Tyson had his best game, 21 points, 20 minutes, his best game as a Tar Heel, because I've been bragging on him, but we'll get back to that soon shortly. And then a couple nights ago, the Jumpman Invitational, yes, the Jumpman Invitational, as they played the Florida Gators, and they lost in a close one, 90-84. And boom, boom, boom. Here we are as I'm recording this. It is Thursday. It is Thursday, December 19th. And yes, the Carolina Tar Heels are sitting at a whopping 6-5 as they head into Saturday, going into the CBS Sports Classic as they host them, as they're going to go and play against UCLA, who is ranked 18th in the country. We're playing well, especially on the defensive end. They're not super explosive offensively, but Mick Cronin has been playing in the way he wants to, is aggressive, physical, low scoring. He's wrong out. It's a UCLA venture team by Mick Cronin. It looks like the old Cincinnati teams he used to coach. But with that being said, we're going to get into it. And what do we do at Carolina? How do we fix it? What's the problem? Because it doesn't seem to be getting any better. Yes, like I said, not a LaSalle game. We're going to throw it to the side. And, they should have beat them easily. No problems. Now, so you go. They had a chance against Florida. I don't think Florida's super, super great, but that was probably Florida's best win against us because they didn't really play super stiff competition. But they got the job done to beat us. They kind of jumped on us early. Carolina was able to crawl back in that game in the second half, especially with some big time buckets by Ian Jackson, who was phenomenal. And then in the late stretch of that game, they did not play him, which I think was a huge mistake. And I'm going to continue to say the problem has been the front court once again, and it continues to rear the ugly head once again, and it cost Carolina late, and they had a late 82-79 lead. Elijah Martin hits a late three, ties the game. Carolina's down. RJ at the end of the game, RJ Davis shoots a three to try to take the lead. A shot he could have get any time, and he misses it. And then they come down. They're able to get a stop on the first possession. Can't box out and get the defensive rebound. And Florida's able to get defensive rebound, hit free throws, and then pretty much the game is over. So we'll talk about it again. That game, Carolina was out rebounded 46-36, 16-13 offensive rebounds and 30-23 defensive rebounds, and it continues to rear its ugly head once again. And the biggest problem, like I've talked about with the rebounding and just cannot execute defensively and get the stops when you need to, is our leading rebounder is Seth Trimble. Yes, a 6'3" guard. He's averaging 4.9 rebounds per game, and that cannot be the recipe for Carolina to be successful. And as I talked about, and we're gonna keep talking about this until the season ends, until they continue to get better and better and better and better. But with that being said, you cannot have a 6'3" guard be your leading rebounder, especially the front court is not giving you anything. I talked about the guards have to play spectacular, they have to play efficient, and they're not playing efficient, especially RJ Davis, man. He's come back after the All-American season he had last year. He is shooting, after this game, shooting 37% from the field, 25.3% from the three-point line. That's not going to get it done, and that is not going to do it. Jalen Washington is unplayable at this point in time, continues to be. At this point, Van Allen Lubin is our best, like I've talked about before, our best big, and he has to continue to play. I think you have to pretty much bench Jalen Washington at this point. You got to give James Brown, the freshman out of Chicago, some minutes. He may not be ready, but at least he's 6'10". Maybe he can give you something to try to build the confidence up. And then the thing again I'm going to come back to, and I've been coming back to this, Carolina spent money in IO. They went after this guy, K. Tyson, a transfer, yes. He had 21 points against LaSalle, but that's not a good basketball team. And that was not a team in a P4 conference. So, once again, K. Tyson in this game, this is what he gives you against Florida. 15 minutes, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 fouls, and another 0 points. For the season, he's averaging a whopping 4.3 points per game, 43% from the field, 33% from the three. And majority of his stats went up before that just because of the LaSalle game where he had a breakout game. But like I said, it wasn't against a good basketball team. I don't know if he's mentally cooked, or he's just not good enough to compete against better competition, but it just hasn't it, and they have completely missed on it. And Armando Bacot left, and Hubert knew there was going to be a big hole defensively. Roy did a good job of always making sure Carolina had bigs and they were able to run the court. Like I said, the guard play isn't the problem, but the guards is just not efficient. RJ had 29 points, but just taking a lot of contested step-back threes, and he's just not been efficient. Seth has been our best player. Ellie Cadeau has completely just disappeared. He's shooting 25% from threes. His confidence is looking like he was early in his freshman season last year. He started to build that confidence late in the season last season, and start the season he started out pretty good, but it's just completely faded. And there is a lot of pressure on Hubie right now. Like I said, they're 6-5, 6-5, 6-5, and while them being 6-5, just not good right now. I still say they make the tournament because this is a down ACC, but the pressure's on Hubert and company. And the biggest dirty little secret is that Carolina has not been able to be an elite on the recruiting trail as of late over these last few years. And it's dirty little secret that the NIL and the transfer portal, they should be able to attack. This is a blue blood, and this just product that they're putting on the court right now is just not good enough. So we'll see what goes from here. But I just wanted to give you my update. And I just think, like I said, the front court, it just hit the ultimate low. Like, I knew it was going to be not great, but it hasn't even been average, and you have to get a little bit above average to be able to compete with the top half of it, in college basketball. I mean, the ACC's be down, so they'll get some few wins they want, but the efficiency has to be better from the backcourt in order to be competing. Like I said, you got to lean into your strengths, and you got to do what you got to do. I talked about with my boy Kev on the podcast earlier today. It's just, you got to work with what you got, and it has to be better. It's just, I don't think it's gonna get better. Like, I think we'll be an average team, and we'll be average in the ACC, and we'll find a way to get into the tournament. But I don't see us going very far, especially with the front court play. So we'll see what happens. I'll be back soon to talk more Tar Heels basketball. I know I hate to be down about it, but I just gotta call it what it is. They gotta find a way to not get so down in these games early. And if they're gonna win, close the games out. But we'll see what happens. So Carolina basketball update. Hey, it's your boy Adrian. I appreciate all the love. Like and subscribe to this video. Show me some love. Follow me on Twitter. That's @KeepingTheScore. Hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.